what have you observed in terms of Russian cyber activity and online propaganda?
Well, it started far before the actual invasion started, but it has certainly been a fundamental part of Russia's Russia's warfare strategy. Information warfare is central to their approach to offensive and defensive operations, and we've heard that for many years. So they have been very adept at leveraging Western social media platforms and openness to promote and propagate their propaganda.
Uh, Obviously, this is nothing new. You just stated that. I mean, propaganda has been around, well, I mean, since warfare, which is forever. So that's nothing new. But of course, the platforms that are being utilized is relatively new. And that's the thing that you're studying, right?
Yes, that's right. But what isn't new is Russia's use of these platforms to propagate propaganda and disinformation. I mean, obviously, everyone knows about what happened in 2016 with respect to Brexit, Donald Trump, all of that, not to mention the Philippines and Duterte's election. But basically, since then, we know that Russia has poured a lot of money into, for example, the Russian Internet Agency, posting and amplifying and trying to game the algorithms, bot farms, et cetera, as well as being very strategic in how it used its media platforms, RT, Sputnik, RAA, many other platforms, and creating really good presence online. We saw that RT was the second most popular outlet in the Middle East in Arabic. It's a very popular outlet in Spanish on YouTube. So they have been doing this for many years, not just using these platforms during the war.
Good point. What sort of narratives is Russia trying to promote right now?
Well, it is definitely trying to promote its idea of Nazism, of a whole different alternative reality to what's happening in Ukraine, about its justification for its illegal aggression. And, part of its whole approach is to question everything, to undermine the idea that there is a truth, that there is any sort of, actual fact out there. And to do that by asking questions, by, making false equivalencies, by bringing in dubious experts, but also by leveraging the reputations of established journalists who they have in the past been able to recruit to work for RT and other state, media outlets.
Sorry, RT is Russia Times. Is that what it's called?
So RT is now RT. It used to stand for Russia Today, but I think a lot of people who see RT on their television or social media feed don't want to watch something that is called Russia Today, so they rebranded as RT.
Okay, okay, and so they've been using that that television network really as one of the pressure points for their propaganda.
Right. And then they have, that television network then has social media properties on all of the major platforms, and they were very popular. They have millions of viewers around the world, and they publish in multiple languages. So, I think a lot of the response to the propaganda has been very focused on Europe and on the US. But the fact that these sort of outlets are still very popular in the Middle East and Latin America is going to have an influence on global public opinion and might help explain why there isn't the support around the world for American and European approaches to the war.
Thank you for that. We're going to continue with our conversation with Dr. Courtney Radsch. We're going to take a brief break, but obviously lots to continue to dig into. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.